Welcome, one and all. I'm Decoy, and today we're going to talk about legacy removal. Oh, yeah. Calm down. I need you to stop patting each other on the back for a minute because this is a serious conversation. I think we can all agree, though, that the legacy gap plasma was the problem. It is what was melting bosses in just a matter of seconds. It ruined events for people. It was the problem. Something needed to be done about the gap plasma. This thing was insane. Alright, I can say from personal experience that if I went to a boss fight with it in my hand, I would have to sit there for several minutes to allow other people to shoot the boss before I would even open fire. Because if I just shot instantly, I ruined the entire thing. Now, there are a bunch of legacies out there, and the way the legacy removal is currently set to roll out is that all legacies will be removed, whether they were part of the problem or not. And I'm going to be honest here, if the legacy gap plasma is like the major league of legacies, I would say laser rifles actually fall more into like minor league because they don't hold a candle to the gap plasma. And then of course you have all the other legacies sprinkled in there, like Stalker's Melee. What do you think that is, like T-ball at best? I mean, more realistically, it's probably more akin to playing catch, except you never catch the ball, you keep having to run after it. That's Stalker's Melee. I'm pretty sure no one has ever shown up to a boss fight, the boss died, and went, it's that guy with that stupid Stalker's Knuckles. They ruined the whole experience. I mean, he showed up with his Stalker Knuckles, and the boss just died. It's like it couldn't handle the presence of greatness or something. Now, but realistically, I mean, there's a lot of legacies that are going to get hit that have no place being hit. They were never part of the problem. But I'm going to be honest with you here, and you're probably not going to like what I got to say. But if you were one of the people that was screaming that legacies need to be removed, you are part of the problem. And I hate to say it, but I mean, it's true, all right? The truth hurts. Many players who own legacies don't own a gap plasma. They have never used them. They have never once shown up to a boss fight and ruined the experience for you. It is highly unlikely, all right? Even laser rifles, while they are powerful, you are not going to melt a boss in a matter of seconds with one of the legacy laser rifles, unless you're doing some insane food buff build, in which case you're going to melt it regardless, just because you've built the proper build for high damage output. So, that being said, that person that was running the experience for you with the gap plasma, if you were one of the people that kept screaming that legacies need removed, using the general term legacies, instead of specifically stating the weapon that was the problem, you just ruined the experience for all of these other people that have never once negatively affected your gameplay. Not once. So, it's a pretty bad state, alright? Now, I think some blame goes to Bethesda as well, because realistically, the gap plasma should have been addressed ages ago. There's no reason we should be in year 4 and it's just now being fixed. That is insane. But let's continue on down this path. So a lot of people I see right now in comments sections, on social media, a lot of people seem to be excited that, hey, they getting rid of these legacies, they'll finally balance everything out and it's all going to be amazing. Here's the thing. They just mishandled balancing legacy weapons, alright? Instead of dealing with the one weapon that was the problem, or the 2 or 3, They nailed everything. All right? They did like a blanket attack. It would have been easier to attack the one thing that was the issue than to attack every legacy weapon. Yeah. So that's how they handle balancing. And, well, I'm sure a lot of people don't want to hear it. We are going to lose players over this. All right? We have a long history of situations being mishandled and it costing us players. A long history, dating back to the very beginning, when the game launched in a horrid state, cost us a lot of players. And then, of course, we had survival mode. We had players who liked it, players who didn't. But the louder voices in that argument was that survival mode needed to go away. And eventually they got rid of survival mode because Bethesda didn't give it the care and attention it deserved. Got rid of it. We lost players over that. But hey, they brought in Nuclear Winter to replace it. And then they didn't give that the care or attention it deserved. Got rid of it. We lost players. You know, raids, another thing. All of the vaults were supposed to be raids initially. They released the first one. It had problems. Rather than fix it, you know, let's just get rid of it. Most likely, cost us some players. You know the fan favorite event? You know what that is? Mischief Night. An event that only got to run 1 year, and then it was too hard to fix it. You know, we can't give it the care and attention it deserves. No, we just got to get rid of it. Maybe that cost us a few players. I don't know, but it was the fan favorite event. That was one of the best events we had. In this situation right here, instead of giving this the care and attention it deserved, just blanket attack, hit all the legacies, and we're going to lose some players. We're going to lose players that put money in the atomic shop. Yeah, we're going to lose money that's going into the game that could then be put into further development of the game. And I don't know. I feel like we're in a fairly dark time in this, in our adventure in the wasteland. And eventually a time will come where the loud voices were going to be the only things left in servers. And they're going to pat each other on the back and then look around and go, where'd everybody go? And the answer is going to be, you're what happened. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please remember to like, sub, and share. Later.